Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com. As you know, 2025 is the Ravel year. He was born in 1875. So it's 1975 plus 50, 150 years since his birth. Hey, Mildred. Hi. Just saying hello. Anyway, yes, 150 years. Everyone's doing Ravel. Ravel is in the Guinness Book of Records as the greatest composer who wrote the least amount of music, especially when you consider that most of his orchestral works are transcriptions of piano works. There's not a lot. And it's all in the repertory, basically. And it's all done to death, basically. And now we have this 3 CD set called Ravel Paris 2025, featuring the Orchestra National de France under Cristian Măcelaru. Now, I like Măcelaru, by and large, but this sucks. Oh, baby, it's terrible. I mean, really terrible. As often as not. I'm shocked. First, let's talk about the engineering. The engineering is cavernous, lacking in clarity. Instruments just vanish into the murk, like trumpets and percussion things. And it's just bleh, bad sound. Really, really bad sound. So let's start with that. Then we have the performances. What do you get? You get Le Tombbo de Couperin. Take them one at a time here because they're all sort of listed on the back here. And Mother Goose, ballet complete, La Valse, Bolero, Rhapsody Espagnole, Un barque sur l'océan, Alborada del Gracioso, the complete Daphnis and Chloe, and the Pavane for a Dead Princess, which here is exactly what Ravel feared, the dead pavane for a princess. It really is. Anyway, let's go through it, and I'll give you the bad news, bit by bit by bit. First of all of the performances sound like reading rehearsals. None of them sound like mature, fully developed, exciting, like we are jazzed about playing this music. It sounds like a lot of sleepy, droopy musicians who've done it, been there, heard that, played that, and couldn't care less. And that's Măcelaru's fault. Măcelaru should know better. He really should. And I don't understand what went wrong because he should really be good in this music. Okay, Tombbo, we get the complete Tombbo de Couperin with the bits that Ravel didn't orchestrate, orchestrated by who else? Who's this guy here? Did they mention him? Yes, David Mollard Soriano from 2021. So that's fine. And they don't take them in order of the orchestral suite. They take them in order of the original piano suite. And it's just blah. I mean, the very opening prelude it seems a little slow. The string playing seems just a hair ragged. It's nothing at all. I mean, it's all about the character of the woodwinds. Well, these woodwinds have no character, at least not in this performance. Then we've got the complete Mother Goose ballet. This is probably the best thing on the disc, or on the 3 discs, actually. It's nicely done. It's such a beautiful work anyway, really. I wish that there were more detail. The Letteronnette Impératrice des Pagodes, the soft xylophone, the little harp touches in various spots, things where Ravel touches in jets of instrumental color, some stopped horn writing here and there. There's always something of interest, and that doesn't mean you have to go in like some conductors do and highlight all of the inaudible stuff and make it like a principal line, but it should be there. It should be part of the texture. Otherwise, though, it's a nice performance. I'm not going to complain given the rest of it. La Valse, oh God, nauseating, just dreadful. It's soggy, it's slurpy, it's slow, and the big explosion at the end doesn't explode. It does. Măcelaru seems to know that something's wrong, because after the big, bang, crash, da, 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 wa-dum, wa-dum. It's all too slow. It's all too heavy until like the last few bars when he really, really speeds up. And we've heard performances like that before. They don't work at all. There has to be a gradual increase in tension, in energy, and it has to be relatively on the swifter side to begin with. I mean, it starts with energy and gets more energetic, right? It's not supposed to be lying there dead and then it wakes up to a final cataclysm after it's already dead. It has to be propulsive, and this is not good. Absolutely not good. Then we've got, let's see. Oh yes, une barque sur l'océan. It is completely lacking in personality. The Pavane we've already dealt with. Alborada del Gracioso. I mean, listen to Joanne Folletta with the Buffalo Philharmonic play this, and then listen to this, and hear the difference. It's really kind of staggering and shocking when you think about it, that the French National Orchestra is just so indifferent to the character of the music. It's a fast performance, by the way. You know, it's zippy, but it doesn't have any it doesn't have any energy. I mean, it doesn't have any rhythmic snap. They're just, well, like I said, they're just blowing through it. Or listen to Bernstein. You know, he rehearses it. There's a rehearsal of Bernstein with the orchestra. And the first thing he says, I think, when he gets up there is, you know, c'est une œuvre très difficile. You know, it's tough. It requires real precision. And, oh, gosh, no. The Rhapsody Espagnole, one of the worst things on the disc. This is so boring that I found it really hard to get through. I really did. And the final feria, you know, that final thing, you know, it's dun 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 cha bum ba da dum ba da chum ba da dum ba da chum 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 chum. Well, there are no chum chums. None. They're just not there. The trumpets throughout this whole thing seem to be positioned way back somewhere. You know, there's this exaggerated back to front perspective in a lot of these performances, which means that some of the major instrumental lines just vanish. Poof, kerplooey, they're gone. Bolero. Bolero is an average workaday bolero with no climax at the end. I just don't understand what's happening. Partly it's the sonics. I'm not blaming Măcelaru entirely for that, because, you know, it gets bigger but not louder. You know what I mean? It seems to just, the room seems to just absorb the thing. And the end with its, you know, crunch, da-da-da, pow with the cymbals, bang with the tam-tam. Well, no, it's not. None of that happens. Daphnis and Chloe. Okay, Daphnis and Chloe is a total monumental bore until you get to the pirate scene in the pirates' camp after the choral interlude. And the choral singing is pretty good. Choral singing is good. The balance between chorus and orchestra, actually, I kind of like. But that scene in the pirates' camp is exciting. Really exciting. Then when you have Chloe's dance of supplication, that just doesn't go well. There's something, it's, he's too fast on the yaram. It's one person dancing this. It's not a pas de deux, Mr. Măcelaru. So you don't have one person going, and then another one going, It's Chloe, just Chloe. And so Chloe has to go, there's got to be, it's a line. You understand? You know what I mean? And it's not here. And the conclusion is noisy and okay, fine. But not one of the better Daphnises. And let's see, is there anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that covers it. They left out the minuet antique. That's the old, you know, the meal was terrible in such small portions, right? They did leave that out, and some other, you know, little doodads here and there. But basically, it just sucked. And I was shocked. Really disappointed. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me. Take care.